What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and in this video we are going to be following up on last week's video where I was going over and kind of giving a broad overview of my experience with Top 1 futures so far. So I've now been trading the account for 2 weeks and I've really had a smooth operation. I've had really no issues with my dashboard, no issues with the account, and we've been doing really well. So we are not ready for a payout just yet. I do technically have enough money in the account to request a 2K payout, but I need to get my consistency score down about another 15%. We're sitting around 35% right now. To be able to withdraw, I do need a 20% consistency score. So I think I need to get my account up to about $6,000 in profit total, because I did have a winning day where I locked in almost $1,300. So I think in total, I'm going to need like $6,300 or $6,400. So we're halfway there. I'm still only trading one 50K instant account. And like I spoke about last week, what I want to do is roll those profits from the first payout into more accounts and then get max allocated. With Top 1 futures, you are able to trade 3 accounts. And I think I'll be going to the 150Ks for the other 2, because after doing some more research on their pricing, the 150K really does give you the greatest value. With the current promo for 50% off, again, you can use code ZARB to get 50% off your straight to funded accounts. You're only spending an extra $50 on each account size that you bump up. So for example, a 50K account is $299 for the straight to funded. You get $2,000 of drawdown, right? That's what I went with, just to first try out the firm and kind of get my feet wet with them. But once you bump up to a 100K account, you're getting $4,000 of drawdown for only $350. So an extra $50, you're getting an extra $2,000 of drawdown. And again, the reason why I want the 150s is because you're getting $6,000 of drawdown on a 150K account, and it's only $399. Again, that's with their 50% off promo. I don't know how long they're going to be running that. I don't think it's going to be indefinite, but they did extend it until the end of April. So you still have 2 weeks to get that 50% off. So I think I'm going to be in the clear to get my first payout, 2K, and then I'll roll those profits into 2 more 150K straight to funded, and then I'll copy trade all 3. So that is my plan, but let's get into my stats. I want to go over what my plan of attack was again. It was base hits. That's what I was talking about, just locking in small winning trades with a win rate preferably above 50%, which is what we've been keeping it at, and an average win-loss ratio for me of at least 1.5 and ideally 2R. So we're just in the middle right there. If you see right here, my average win-loss ratio is 1.75. So average winning trade, $264, while my average losing trade is $150. Those are near perfect stats for me. Like, that's about the best I could ask for. I like to lock in base hits, keep my win rate above 50%, and just have that slow but steady upcline in my equity curve. Now, if we go to the calendar, week 1, we made about $910, and week 2, so this last week, was really good. We made a total of $2,300 and really only 1 red day so far trading these accounts. Now, I did hit my daily loss limit on that day, so that was Tuesday. And again, this is why I like having daily loss limits. I was streaming on ASFX TV, and they actually everyone saw me hit my daily loss limit. I was just not in the pocket, man. Like, I was not trading well. And this is why I like having a daily loss limit. I need that type of guardrail to save me from myself. You know, it locks me out of the account for 24 hours, or not 24 hours, excuse me, until the market reopens at 6 p.m. I need that kind of thing. For all I know, I could have kept trading if I was tilted and blew the entire account just because I wasn't feeling right. You know, I was in a bad mood, whatever the case is. Those daily loss limits really help me. And the next day we come back and I made the profit back plus $10. So couldn't have asked for a better situation there. At the end of the day, we're not going to be green every single day, all right? We obviously want to close the day green more times than not, preferably around 70% of the time. I want to close the day green, but it's impossible for it to be 100%. So those daily loss limits are really going to save me, especially as I get my account balance to grow. So once I get this account to like 6 grand, 7 grand, 8 grand, a $1,200 daily loss limit is going to really save me from myself. It's going to be near impossible to blow the entire account because let's say, I don't know, let's say I got my account balance to 6 grand, right? I would need to lose like 5 trading days in a row of hitting my daily loss limit to blow the account. That's why I like to have that. Again, with Top One Futures, you don't need to have a daily loss limit. You can purchase their add-on, which will take that away. And I understand why some traders want to do that, right? Because the daily loss limit, in a way, it can limit how much you're willing to risk if you want to take huge gains, be more aggressive. But that's just not the way I like to trade. I need to have those kind of safeguards. It's just better for me. It saves me from myself, And Sunday night, so I did just take a trade on the Asia session. Here's my short. Again, guys, just base hits. I look for a high probability setup. We had this nice sweep of a high. We had a 1 minute inversion fair value gap. I watched how we just really respected that on the way down. And then on that next pullback, get short. And we had these relative equal lows right here that I was targeting. That's it. I'm in, I'm out. I hit my average win, about $320 in this case, and I'm done. I'll come back in the morning for New York session and we'll see what happens. Again, I am feeling a little bit short biased, not going to lie, because we do have an 80% setup. Our previous day's point of control is way below us on the NASDAQ and the ES. But we'll see how this price action develops into the rest of the overnight session and coming into New York. I don't want to say I'm hard set on that short bias, but I can't ignore the previous day's point of control. You guys know how I trade. It's always a major component. If we haven't engaged it, I do tend to favor trading towards that level as a sort of a magnet. But I digress. I don't want to get too into technical analysis here. The last thing I want to go over really is the consistency score. So I got to go into the dashboard for that. As you can see, my balance is about $3,500 of profit. Equity curve looks really good. Again, we had that small drop off here when I hit my daily loss limit, but since then it's been smooth sailing, just some really, really nice progression upwards. And this is what I need to focus on now. So my consistency score is currently sitting at 36%. Again, in order to get that payout, I'm going to need to get this down to 20%. And because my largest winning day was about $1,200, I'm going to need to make, I think, around 6 grand, like maybe 6,300 total to get that consistency score down to 20%, which if the market is clean and offers some clean opportunities for high probability setups, I don't think we're going to have an issue reaching that target this week. So that's what I want to update you guys on. We are close to payout, but we still have some work to do. I'm definitely not now the first person to get a payout with Top One Futures. I totally forgot about the add-on that they have where you can get instant payouts. I thought like I would be one of the first people getting a payout in that 2-week cycle, but there's a lot of people that purchased the instant payout add-on. So they have been processing payout requests since like the 5th day they launched. And payouts have been really quick so far. I've been seeing a ton of people post about it on Twitter. They've gotten their payouts in like 90 minutes, a lot of people, which is just insane, especially for a firm that just launched. So I'm thinking everything is good vibes so far. They're paying out quickly. I'm excited. But again, I'm not going to be able to do it until technically the 2-week mark will be tomorrow. After Tuesday, I'll be technically eligible and in the payout window of 2 weeks. But I'll still need to get that consistency score down to 20%. So this is really the only thing I got to focus on. Just grind out that profit, get it up to 6 grand and take my 2K payout. And then roll those profits into the 150K instant funded accounts. And again, luckily, I'm sure I should be able to get that done before the end of April. So I'll be able to capitalize on the 50% off sale. Again, 50% off, code ZARB will get you that deal on the straight to funded and the elite challenges. So that's about it for this video, guys. Again, quick update on the Top One Futures account. At the end of the day, I've got to rate them 8 out of 10. I've had no issues personally. I've really had nothing to complain about. And if I get a payout and it gets, as soon as I get requested, I get paid out within 90 minutes, I'm going to have to bump them up to 9 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a great firm so far. So that's my take so far. Again, next week I will update you guys and hopefully we'll be able to talk about my payout request. But until then, happy trading, guys, and I will see you next time. Peace.